Hello, it's Entertainment World Soldier here, and I am back to talk about Star Wars Resistance, Episode 18. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I said if I was right, I would watch this episode, and I was. Tam did exactly what I thought she would do. I've literally only watched one episode this season, and I fucking knew what the ending was. Tam fucking goes back to the Colossus, to the Resistance. I mean, what a waste of fucking time. What the fuck? This whole episode, even how she goes back, I said that she'd go for the comlink that she gave to that agent person, and I was fucking right. And the reason she left was because she finally saw the true face of the First Order when they wiped out a bunch of people. It's like, fuck off. I'm done, man. Thank fuck I didn't watch this series completely. I mean, I'm so happy I dropped out season 1, episode 3. This show's garbage. Complete garbage. I could tell the story's ending with just watching one episode. One fucking episode. What's the point of fucking writing this shit if I can tell that? I don't even need to watch the whole fucking season. Writers. I've just come off of fucking Doctor Who, and oh my god, what is happening to fucking sci-fi, man? Tam's character pretty much was always going to go back to the fucking Resistance. There's no way they're going to let that sort of character become a bad guy, even though that would be a fantastic role for her character. I mean, what the hell? I could talk more about the episode. Tam sends a signal to Kazuto. Kazuto and the big guy fucking go to a planet to meet up with her. First Order set trap for them. You know, they get away, blah, 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 blah. It's all... I can't deal with this, man. It's just... everything I said that would happen last episode has happened. And the mistakes from that episode, where nobody fucking died, again happened. Nobody fucking died. There's a fucking scene where there are 10 Resistance fighters and 100 fucking TIE fighters, and the Resistance lose no one. Not a single pilot. They even get onto the Colossus and boom! Nothing happens. Nobody dies. That's not good writing, Resistance. That's terrible writing. To have all of your fucking good guys have that sort of plot armor is ridiculous and destroys any sort of fucking notion of fear. When I'm watching this episode, I literally just could not believe how fucking much plot armor these people had. Even characters we didn't even fucking know, or at least I didn't, couldn't get killed. There's even somebody said on YouTube that they have battle droids and didn't even bother to use them. I'm out, man. I can't deal with this. This show's garbage. This series is garbage. None of these characters deserve to continue. If they make books on these people, don't buy it. It's terrible. The 3 main villains, if you can call them that, all die. One, the fucking agent lady, gets strangled by Kylo even though the Star Destroyer is blown up. So why did he bother? Why didn't he just let her die that way? Kylo Ren gets a fucking cameo. Who gives a shit about that character? No, if he's a fucking shit character in the movies and he's a shit character in this, who gives a shit? This entire episode was boring, predictable, and a waste of my motherfucking time. And the only reason I watched it because Tam, as I said, pretty much did everything I said she would do last week when I fucking did my review on episode 17. If I can tell that, Disney, from one episode, and I barely watched anything else from this series, that's bad writing. And I'm guessing because I did go back and watch the last episode of season 1, and literally I was like, yeah, if I watched this last year, yeah, she's definitely going to come back. That's literally what I said when I was watching it. It's like, If I had watched this last year, I would have been saying this right now. She was literally she was gonna betray the First Order. What's the point? What's the fucking point of doing that? Resistance. If I know that character's going to eventually return, because there's no way they're going to keep that character a bad guy. No fucking way. Even, oh fucking hell. I'm sorry, but Star Wars cartoons used to be something, you know? And some people are going to say this is Dave Filoni's fault. No fucking way. He was never attached to this. Maybe the first season, but he was never attached fully. He didn't do any stories for this fucking series. He was focused on Mandalorian. So if anybody tries to say flip this and call this a Dave Filoni mistake, fuck you. Nothing to do with him. Both his fucking cartoon series did very well. Even though Clone Wars was 10 times better than Rebels, but Rebels still had something there. Resistance, we don't even know what it was made for. I genuinely think they just said they needed another cartoon series because they were ending Rebels, and they just threw this shit together. No planning, no fucking reason to have this series. No, just throw something out there because Star Wars fans will eat anything up. Well, no, we won't. Lucasfilm, no, we won't. Disney, you fucking put thought into these fucking things, and we will then reward you for it. This show was thrown together to fill a void that they had no idea how to fill. If they had done proper planning with this series, set it in the right timeline, put decent stories into it, and better characters, because all these characters I see in this picture right here, they all need to go. They're all bad characters. And I'm going to say this, the voice actors, no offence to them, did a good job. You know, what else can they do? They were reading what the writers gave them. Nothing against the voice actors. Hope their careers keep going. Good luck to them. But don't fucking bring these characters back. Nobody likes them. That's why this series was cancelled. And I have a massive big feeling that this was cancelled before season 2 even started. I just have a feeling that's what happened. Or in the middle of fucking Resistance, they pretty much said to themselves, yeah, this is a load of shit, we're just going to cancel this, and just hope that every, you know, Star Wars fan who just buys things that says Star Wars on them will eat it up and enjoy it. Well, fuck you. This show is a disgrace to Star Wars cartoons. Star Wars cartoons used to fucking have something in them. This show was nothing. Bad characters, bad writing, ridiculous plot armor for all these characters. I don't care about any of them. Tam had an interesting story until they did the obvious thing, which was to have Tam go back. If they had had Tam become the main bad guy to Kazuda, like she's an ex-pilot, she was taking down people, that would have been interesting. To have Tam being the main bad guy to a person who was her friend. Couple of seasons of them two fighting each other in the skies. That's interesting. Having Tam just join the First Order and then turn on them in one season. Fuck you. Just fuck you. Oh, by the way, the green character. What the fuck was someone smoking when they created that character? What a fucking shit. I can't really pick out what I can like about this episode. I know this has mainly been me just screaming about the series, but listen, I will just say this: at the end, the Colossus wins. The Resistance find a place to stay. That's it. Okay. First Order have a little fight with them. They win. Plot armor. Dumb characters. Tam ended up returning to the Resistance. No interesting stories. Everything was fucking obvious that was going to happen. Happened. This series has been cancelled. Thank fuck. I hear some people on Twitter, on YouTube saying they hope the series can somehow be saved. Don't fucking bet on it, people. This series is gone. There's not enough love in the fucking world to bring this mess back. This series, thank God, will probably be I don't know, just forgotten about. Luckily, it wasn't connected to any of the main films, which is not saying much, because the main films are garbage anyway, but, you know, I don't know. It's just, we went from Clone Wars to Resistance, no, to Rebels to Resistance. It's just gone to great, to okay, to absolute dog shit. And that's what Resistance is. I can't really say much about Kazuda because he only had a few scenes. He kills the gold guy, fair enough. I don't really know anybody else I can actually talk about. Again, this series, I don't even think I can point anything out unless I want to watch all these fucking episodes, which I'm not doing, by the way. I only did this review because I just couldn't believe how right I was about Tam. I just could not believe it. I genuinely thought they would at least try to do something, you know, decent with her, like they're in a fight and she then turns on them, but no, she just goes for the comlink and then tells Kaz, I want to join you, I want to come back home, fuck you. And then someone's going to say the emotional scene between her and her old boss, fuck off, I don't give a shit. That's not an emotional scene to me, that's bollocks. I just hope that, you know, the people that created this get fired. The people that ripped this series need to be fired as well. Disney, get your asses in gear, fire these people, and don't put them near any Disney project again. This show is, I'm just going to say what I did yesterday, it's a mess. It's a mess, people. There was no thought into it. There's no need for this. There's even apparently something going around online. Apparently this show was never supposed to be anything but a children's show. That's bullshit. They wanted this to be big. They wanted this to, you know, be accepted by all Star Wars fans, not just kids, because the only reason they say it's for kids is that's a defense for some reason. That if you're an adult and you're insulting it, that's supposed to make you look like a child, even though we have adults buying Star Wars toys, buying the merchandise, which has never pissed off Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm has loved that, but now they have a problem with it? Of course they do, because they have no defence for this show. This show is garbage, and they just can't admit it, because if they admit it, it then tells Disney they need to sort themselves out, and that's just that. I hope to God they come out and say this is all non-canon. But I doubt it. But the show doesn't have enough a link to any of the movies to even be considered canon. But fuck it. I think I'm going to end it there. I'm going to do my review now. I'm going to do my score. 2 out of 10. It's not worth it. Too much plot armor. I honestly knew what was going to happen at the end. This show just needed a lot more thought into it. Shouldn't have been made. In my opinion, they should have made this more about the Resistance, because, again, they're not completely Resistance. Where's Poe gone? Poe has not appeared in this series, by the way. Not appeared. Unless he did appear at the end, I don't know. Yeah. Waste of time. Don't waste your money on this. Don't waste your time on this. Avoid like the fucking plague. Give this video a like if you like it, give it a dislike if you dislike it, and comment below and tell me, are you happy about Resistance? Was it a good show to you? Or was it a bunch of crap like I think it is? This is Entertainment World Soldier. Oh, and do subscribe if you want to subscribe. Keep forgetting that. Sorry. This is Entertainment World Soldier. Bye.